Thanos, the Mad Titan, is dying. He has scoured the universe in search of a cure, his rage wreaking havoc across time and space. Many across the cosmos would gladly see Thanos' end, including his own son, Thane. Guided by an entity known as Death, Thane has betrayed his former allies, Starfox, Nebula, and Trico-Slatteris. Driven by an insatiable thirst for vengeance against his father, wielding the immense power of the Phoenix Force, Thane unleashes a devastating blast upon Thanos, channeling his fury and might to strip the Mad Titan of his immortality. Thanos' reign is usurped, his power is extinguished, he is left to face his remaining days as a mortal, a mere shadow of his former self. The Mad Titan is no more, his legacy of destruction and tyranny is at an end. 4 weeks ago, in the ruins of Titan, a rat-like monster meets its end. Pierced by a deadly weapon, Thanos, in a gray robe, claims the fallen creature and navigates through the city's remains toward his abode. There, he prepares a meal, roasting the rat over a dwindling flame. Thanos puts his robe aside and consumes the cooked rat. As he lies down, a sudden sound disturbs his slumber, making him check weapon in hand to confront the unknown. He encounters a monstrous rat-like creature, far larger and more menacing than the one he ate before. The beast attacks, sinking its fangs into Thanos' arm, causing him to grunt in pain. In a desperate act of survival, Thanos seizes a nearby rock and delivers a crushing blow to the creature's skull. It screeches in agony before collapsing to the ground, lifeless. With a wounded arm, Thanos retreats back inside, tearing a strip of cloth to bind his injury. His gaze falls upon his old helmet, resting beside his bed. In a fit of frustration, he sends it flying across the room. As darkness falls, Thanos lies restless. The fire that once offered warmth is now extinguished. With no other choice, he resorts to consuming the raw flesh of the slain rat, his stomach revolting, yet compelled by the need for food. As Thanos scavenges the remnants of his fallen world, he realizes that his wound is rotting. In a moment of weakness, he stumbles and falls amidst the desolate cityscape. From the shadows, 2 figures emerge. Their voices echo through the ruins. They proclaim their dominion over the territory, warning Thanos of his trespass. Thanos, his pride wounded, declares himself the rightful ruler, a solitary king atop a throne of ashes. But his words fall on deaf ears as the men meet his defiance with scorn and violence. Outnumbered and weakened, Thanos is advised by one of the men to retreat. The men, Biv and Tiv, rummage through Thanos' meager possessions. Recoiling at the sight of the rat meat, their interest piques upon discovering the helmet, its metallic shine hinting at a hidden value. Biv adorns the helmet, mocking a resemblance to the fallen tyrant. But their mockery is cut short as a blinding light descends upon Thanos, casting him in an ethereal glow. Biv and Tiv scatter into the darkness, leaving Thanos alone amidst the radiant light. A newfound strength courses through his veins, rejuvenating his weary form. A figure emerges from the light, their face edged with urgency. Thanos, he implores, we need your help to save the universe. It is Starfox. Thanos endures a period of debilitating illness, his strength waning as he grapples with a terminal condition. His son, Thane, seizes the opportunity, rallying Nebula, Trico, and Thanos' brother Starfox to exploit his weakened state and bring about his demise. However, guided by Lady Death, Thane betrays his newfound allies and seizes the formidable power of the Phoenix Force. On Titan, Thane unleashes the full might of the Phoenix Force upon Thanos, leaving him to perish as a powerless mortal. Yet Thanos refuses to succumb to his fate, clinging to life amidst his diminished state. As Starfox, Nebula, and Trico embark on a quest to find the one individual capable of vanquishing Thane, they encounter Thanos, still harboring a spark of defiance. The small planet of Ficus 6 is the last holdout in the Black Quadrant, the domain of Thanos and his army of mercenary soldiers and warmongers. Though small in size, the indigenous people of Ficus 6 are a warlike race, and the planet is home to one of the largest standing armies in this part of the galaxy. In Thanos' absence, Corvus Glaive takes control of the Black Quadrant and holds off on attacking Ficus 6, fearing his army will suffer huge losses for little gain. Upon returning to the Black Quadrant, Thanos intended to take action where Corvus hesitated, but as we now know, Thanos is no longer in any position or condition to attack anything. Ficus 6 looked like it would be spared. The people were preparing to celebrate with a military parade. I say were because the people of Ficus 6 are no more. In the vast reaches of the cosmos, on Ficus 6, a tragedy unfolds. Thane, the son of the formidable Thanos, unleashes his newfound phoenix powers upon the unsuspecting world. The once mighty Ficus 6 crumbles under the weight of destruction, marking the arrival of Thane, the destroyer of worlds. In the aftermath, a trio of unlikely allies, Thanos, Starfox, and Nebula, gather in a tense confrontation. Thanos, his voice a low rumble, demands an explanation. Starfox, with his smooth tone, reveals the dire situation. Thane, Thanos' own son, has become a cosmic threat, and they need the Mad Titan's help to stop him. Nebula, having her own dark agenda, snarls with venom, expressing her intention to seize the opportunity and kill Thanos. Tensions escalate as Nebula lunges at her father, fists clenched in fury. Trico, a steadfast companion, intervenes to prevent bloodshed, only to be met with Nebula's ruthless retaliation. Starfox attempts to calm Nebula, using his psionic powers to manipulate her emotion. However, Thanos warns Nebula of the trickery. Nebula, snapping out of the trance, turns her wrath towards Starfox, threatening him with a knife at his throat. As the tension reaches its peak, Starfox addresses the ill Thanos, pointing out the severity of his condition. Thanos then reveals a startling truth. Thane has allied himself with Lady Death and orchestrated Thanos' illness. The quest for the Phoenix Force has been a cunning ploy. Trico, recognizing Thanos as their potential savior, pleads for his assistance in stopping Thanos. The mighty Thanos, now a shadow of his former self, questions the motives behind seeking his help. Starfox acknowledges the irony of their situation, while Thanos, cynical and bitter, wanders about the request. Starfox, with a cheeky grin, suggests brotherly love as the reason for Thanos to lend his power. The Mad Titan responds with a grunt, leaving the fate of the cosmos hanging in the balance. As the makeshift alliance of Thanos, Nebula, Starfox, and Trico embarks on their quest to find the elusive cosmic coven, the tension within the vessel is intense. Thanos, now frail and weakened, shares his plan to seek out the legendary Witches of Infinity. Their existence is met with doubt from Starfox, but Thanos speaks of them as undeniable truth. Gatekeepers of the gods. Starfox warns Thanos of the steep price one has to pay when dealing with the Witches of Infinity, the cost of one's very soul. To this, Thanos responds with a chilling admission, "I lost my soul long ago, brother." As the aircraft prepares to depart, Nebula asserts her authority over the ship. Thanos, resigned yet determined, lays out the choices before them. Number 1, they leave him to die, and the universe will succumb to Thanos' destructive path. Or number 2, they embark on a dangerous journey to restore Thanos' power and confront their common enemy. Thanos hands Nebula a box containing the means to mend his alien arm. The unlikely alliance formed out of necessity, rather than trust, sets off towards the corners of the universe. Meanwhile, a formidable alliance of war fleets from the Shi'ar Empire and Spartax descends on the Black Quadrant near Titan. Than, standing triumphant on Titan, prepares for the inevitable onslaught. Lady Death whispers assurances of invincibility into his ear, but Than's troubled expression reveals a lingering doubt. "I know I'm powerful," Than confesses, "but I can't help but feel that this isn't right." As tension builds on both fronts, the unlikely alliance searching for redemption and the cosmic forces converging on Titan, the fate of the universe hangs in the balance. Than, with the power of the Phoenix Force, remains a formidable force, but shadows of uncertainty and doubt linger in the cosmic expanse. In the cosmic theater, as Than wields the destructive might of the Phoenix Force to annihilate the approaching warfleet, Lady Death reassures him that this newfound power means he will never have to feel small or guilty again. Yet Than confesses that the emptiness inside him persists, an unfulfilled desire that even the Phoenix Force cannot satisfy. Lady Death, understanding the source of Than's turmoil, speaks of unfinished business with his father Thanos. She suggests that Than's sense of control will remain fragile, so long as Thanos still draws breath. Determined, Than declares their journey to Titan, where Lady Death will finally bring an end to his father's existence. As rockets streak toward them, Lady Death requests Than deliver the approaching foes to her. With a grim nod, Than unleashes his wrath upon the fleet. The Phoenix Force makes their destruction seem effortless. But victory brings no solace to Than's troubled soul. Despite his newfound might and the fulfillment he sought with Lady Death, the emptiness within him persists. Deep down, he remains the hurt, lost, unwanted boy, yearning for acceptance. The more he unleashes the Phoenix Force, the stronger Lady Death's control over him becomes. Hours later, as the remnants of the Warfleet lay in ruins, Than and Lady Death lie intertwined in a distant part of the cosmos. Nebula's ship races through uncharted space at unimaginable speeds, carrying Thanos, Trico, and Starfox toward the elusive cosmic coven. Trico, filled with concern, questions Thanos about their destination. Thanos, in a meditative state, speaks of his all-knowing consciousness during his possession of the Infinity Gems. He claims to have sensed the 6 eyes of the Witches of Infinity in the darkest reaches of space. Still skeptical, Trico mutters about the wild goose chase they might be on. How will they help us? He questions, voicing doubts that linger in the minds of the unlikely allies hurtling toward a destiny unknown. As the trio approaches the mysterious location of the Cosmic Coven, Starfox shares the ancient fables surrounding these powerful beings. Older than any gods, the enchantresses of eternity are said to collect fading gods' souls, feeding on them, and dispersing their power back into the cosmos. Nebula, ever the skeptic, questions the reality of the witches. Starfox, with his characteristic charm, teases her doubts. But Thanos, now alert, growls at any hint of sentimentality. Nebula's decision to pull out of light speed reveals a looming black hole in their path. Thanos, seemingly unfazed, declares their arrival. Starfox, in disbelief, questions if this is truly the witch's lair. Thanos states, with certainty, they are here. With great determination, Thanos dons a helmet, ready to plunge into the black hole's depth. Starfox, restless yet compelled, follows suit. He can't resist a sarcastic quip about Thanos rediscovering his heroic roots. The Mad Titan responds with disdain. Trico, finding the situation insane, voices his disbelief. Despite their banter, both Thanos and Starfox acknowledge the risky venture, but remain determined to proceed. Nebula, realizing the danger, announces that she can't go any closer without the ship being pulled in. She instructs Trico and Starfox to stay behind, and if necessary, escape should contact be lost. With an air of resignation, Nebula prepares for the uncertain outcome of their journey into the black hole. The ship, perched at the edge of the cosmic abyss, becomes the launching point for Thanos and Starfox. Behind them lies uncertainty, and ahead, a universe gripped by the ominous power of Than and the Phoenix Force. This whole plan is insane. Perhaps the moniker Mad Titan is more fitting now than ever. As they drift toward the event horizon, Thanos and Starfox brace themselves for the unknown. Suddenly, Starfox feels a surge of nausea and vomits in his helmet. They are pulled through the swirling vortex of darkness. The sky around them transforms into an infinite ocean of black. When the disorientation subsides, they find themselves in a strange, unfamiliar realm. Suddenly, they crash into the ground, their helmets muffling the impact. Thanos and Starfox remove their helmets, their eyes adjusting to the eerie glow of the alien landscape. Before them stand 3 figures, bodies cloaked in darkness, faces obscured by shadow. The witches speak. Their voices echo through the desolate realm. Well, what do we have here? 2 brothers, come to see the 3 sisters. Ace? Welcome to the end of all things, sons of Titan. Welcome to the inverted world. Welcome to the God Core.